Druid Flame is not amazing. It's like one of the reasons why the Sisters kind of worked out okay, but I don't like Mark of the Wild in this list. I like the Arguses more. So at that point, there's just not a really good 3-drop for Druid. Some good, like Druid historically does not have good early game, right? That's why people are using like Druid the Saber and Flame Juggler. That's why Aspirin is so good, because the problem with Druid is that they never really had an early game that was great. Like, they never had great early game minions. So, I mean, yeah, these aren't great early game minions, but they're like all Druid has. Druid would be brilliant, but if they had like the mini bots and stuff, so.
Greetings, traveler.
Bathe in flame.
This Innervate is really powerful against Hunter. It actually beats everything he does here.
Another night on the prowl.
I might as well break it up for Knife Juggler. It's kind of scary if he gets to break it up and snipes my Sabertooth. I have to trade quite a bit. It takes a long time. I have a curve where I'm not going to hero power, so I'd be like trading over 3 turns on the whole creeper. Ultimately, it's going to have to work out like that, though.
Bathe in flame.
It is against Face Hunter, so killing the stuff is worth it. Might as well trade this in so it doesn't just die to Glaivezuka. Good thing is here I don't die to Explosive as a 2-5 even if he attacks with the Glaivezuka.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Probably will be throwing something into this guy for the Explosive trap here. Oh no, I have a Keeper. No, that's way better.
I must safeguard the land.
Playing somewhat around Unleashed by doing this. And the, yeah, and Explosive trap. I think I'd rather keep one healthy guy here.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Return the Keeper if it's Freezing Trap.
Feel
Explosive. Taunt up here. So all his traps, well, no, this is kind of fine. If this is a 4-2 after the attack, it'd be bad.
Feel nature's wrath.
Okay, works out fine. I can lethal him probably soon. Maybe in next turn or the turn after for sure. We're going for next turn lethal 10 here. So I do have lethal next turn if he doesn't clear some of the stuff. I can do 15 next turn. And the clear can't involve his weapon. The clear has to be his spells. Because if he clears his weapon, then he's still taking the damage. Kill command. Going face here. Okay, so I have a couple of options. One is a swipe hero power. I would do 2 damage plus 6, 8 damage. He's at 7, and then I have these. It's not really guaranteed lethal next turn. Otherwise, I can pretty much guarantee lethal by trading and playing Dr. Boom. Yeah, I'm healthy enough to do it. Even his highest damage combo, Unleash Kill Command, doesn't kill me.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Even if it was Doomsayer, you know, I would play this. It's worth it for the boom bots. It's not a value game at all. And it's much better if I get the one where I can't play it. Like, I think there's too many Divine Shields. And it might just be like too hard into the Blood Knight thing. I would find a way to maybe like drop some things like Sunwalker and the second Blood Knight, or like some at Argent Protectors, maybe even both, and add in like stuff that more resembles a normal mid-range paladin. I think it's not fast enough where you would
Light protects me.
drop land hands. Or if you are dropping land hands, like you kind of don't even need to use Peacekeeper. Just kind of like a more aggressive curve.
My greetings.
I think it's basically trying to be like both a control pally, or like the mid-range control pally, and a aggro one at the same time. If that makes any sense. I think maybe choose one direction.
I wonder.
Okay, I have a really good swipe here. You should always keep swipe against Paladin, by the way. It's like by far the best card against Paladin. I kept a 3 and a 4. It was kind of slow in the sense that I'm missing a 2 and a 1 with this deck, but at least it guarantees I have a really good 3-drop and a 4-drop against Paladin.
Reporting for duty.
Let's see, what would... maybe Noble Sack and Avenge would be scary. If this gets buffed, it'll be a what? A 4/3? I think I'm just gonna Flame Juggler. Kind of plays around Repentance, because on turn 5 they might try to get your Druid Claw.
It's getting hot in here.
Well, at least it was Repentance. Not everything went wrong. So, Noble Sack. The thing is, I'd still rather just attack into Noble Sack. It might not be. Even if it is, whatever. Because I want to play this Aspirant. I think it's Repentance and Avenge. It wouldn't make sense for him to play Competitive Sphere last turn.
That was a mistake.
Wonder which that one is. Goodluck. Oh man, okay. He doesn't have Mysterious Challenger, way to play it. He had a coin. I have the... I'll probably just trade both for this. Actually, there's no point in trading both. I have Druid Claw. But if I can clear his board, that's so good. Yeah, let's try clear his board. Nope, this is better now.
I must safeguard the land.
If it's Redemption, it's fine. It's just a 4/1. Kill it easily. Oh, this is Repentance.
For a loon. Another night on the prowl.
I almost got tricked. I thought that was Redemption when it activated.
Who am I?
Wait, he saved the coin for Mysterious. Didn't play it. Maybe he's saving coin for like Tyrion or something. Honestly, this should be an easy race from here. Let's go ahead and just proc the Noble Sack and just race. Keeping my chargers for next turn.
My shield for Argon.
I have 2 chargers next turn. I wouldn't be surprised if he coined Tyrion here, because he saved his coin the whole game, and he didn't even... He played Gormok on turn 5 as a coin Mysterious Challenger, which was really weird. At least he didn't believe his coin Tyrion or something wanted to curve out like that, maybe.
Glory to the Sindori.
He clears my Aspirant here because of the Ghoul. Kind of makes sense as well. Kills more power. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Where shall I strike?
Another night on the prowl. For a loon.
For the wild. Justice demands retribution.
Let the hunt begin.
This is a really good hand. I have 2 really good cards. Dr. Boom is not too great against Hunter, although there's no way you keep Dr. Boom anyways. It's more of a late game thing. So I can coin, Aspirant, Innervate out Drake. What's the chance it survives? It's pretty high against the Web Spinner here. Only way is Quick Shot. And the thing is, it's fine. Even if he Quick Shots, I have Hero Power on the Web Spinner, and then Innervate out the Drake on turn 3. Assuming he's running a standard Web Spinner list, like no abuses.
For a loon.
I don't have to worry about the Beast synergy yet on turn 3. Maybe later, but I kill Web's Mad Scientist there because it was stronger. Yeah, it makes sense, because he can Seagull Hornet, so makes sense to kill the stronger one. Probably trying to strand my guy with Freezing Trap. I do have some options here. Oh, I lost the mana. I was thinking Argus. Probably just playing Flame Juggler, forcing the attack.
It's getting hot in here.
Argus on turn 4.
My shield for Argus.
My mana curve isn't great for Savage on turn 4, because on turn 5 I would not really want to use Hero Power. It was really smart for him to not attack the first one, because if he did that, he would have 0 charge bow if he went face that first one.
To my side.
At least have a swipe. At this point, I wonder if it's even worth it to hold the Drake. I might as well attack while he doesn't have a bow up. Because I have no more forcing moves to even try to go for another freezing trap, like something else being freezing trapped.
I let the dogs out.
Oh, the damage.
Unleash the wild.
It was a mistake to attack, but then I was desperate to check for the trap. Because I actually had another Argus, and I just realized I have Drew the Saber where I can charge, and maybe Force Nature where I can charge. So I could have actually broken the freezing trap with other things. It's too much damage. He got so far ahead from the freezing trap. Mad Scientist. The biggest enemy of mid-range decks.
I concede. I must protect the wild. Nature will rise against you.
This should be a hard matchup against a bigger druid with a lot of taunts. Mostly going for early game minion curve in this matchup. There's no spells that are very good. Although Living Roots is good, but that's just because it's minions. Like Living Roots turn 1 is still the best. Druid Saber is interesting. I might keep it stealth against Keeper in this matchup. Not that it grows, but if he wall grows or something, I might just keep it stealth on his turn 4, just to interrupt this mana curve a little bit.
Another night on the prowl.
Flame Juggler. So about the Flame Juggler on this deck, it's because there's no good drops for Druid early. Okay. I think I innervate here to break up my mana curve. Because if you think about it, I'm wasting 1 mana if I innervate, but I'm wasting like 3 mana if I don't. I have nothing to do with my mana. This is about tempo. It's like the best target for Keeper. And then I have like another 4-drop so I can curve out fine. My deck doesn't really go to like turn 10. It's kind of like an aggro deck. The innervate is best used early in this kind of deck. Not really saving it for some kind of super combo. I didn't attack because he has a coin. I don't want to get coin keepered here. But maybe it doesn't make sense because now I have to not attack next turn again if he doesn't use his coin. It's like too many non-attacks. Still probably better than getting keepered. Next turn I'll start attacking though. At least I'll interrupt this mana curve. Okay. If I don't draw something, this probably is going to be all face, play Savage. Savage Combatant is pretty good. Like, I'm not too scared if he trades. That's very likely better. I can trade my 4/3 in. And then Savage Combatant Hero Power next turn. It almost makes sense to just go all face. But then he can keep her. Although...
My shield for Argus.
I guess I should try to go for board control still, this early in the game. This pushes this guy out of keeper range, so I buffed him instead of this keeper. Like, I could Savage Command Hero Power the Ancient Lore if he did some other trade, but I might have to Hero Power something else too. He seems pretty far behind here. With just, even if without the combo, if you just think of that's 6 damage, 2 turns is 12 in my hand. If I get one more wave of creature attacks, plus the Savage Combatant and Hero Power, plus the fact that he's going to take a couple turns to hold back my board, like remove everything. You just can't remove this board in 1 turn. The only thing I'm scared of is Ancient Lore, or War, because it forces me to trade for the whole board. That's why this deck was weak against Ramp Druid in the past when I played this before. Yeah, so he removes most of my board, but it's just gonna keep piling on. Gonna have so much burn. Another burn spell. Actually, it's more damage for me to Hero Power Swipe next turn, which would be 7 plus 8, 15.
I must safeguard the land.
Bathe in flame.
Mostly limited by mana right now. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to save Swipe for Ancient War, even though that guy doesn't do anything, because I'm mostly limited by mana anyways. 5/2 is better against Ancient War, but it's much easier for him to remove. Oh wow, lethal? That's crazy. Didn't think I would have lethal through the heal. But the thing is to play around Consecrate a little bit. Okay. No, Flame Juggler is not considered better than Knife Juggler. It's just totally, like, I guess people are confused because, like, No one compares Flame Juggler to Haunted Creeper, you know, or Iron Beak Owl. I don't know why it's compared to Knife Juggler so much. It's like a completely different card. Flame Juggler is a strong individual card. Knife Juggler is built on the synergy. It's just the only reason why people are comparing it is just because they both have Juggler in their name. Like Flame Juggler is basically like a one-man thing. You play him as a 2-drop, whereas Knife Juggler is kind of like a combo thing, in a way. Like you build your deck around having a lot of tokens and stuff. 2, 3... Like, you would never use Knife Juggler in this kind of deck. This is actually really good. It can keep it stealth against Fireworks and ambushes Acolyte of Pains.
My greetings.
Another night on the prowl.
I basically just never had enough dust to go golden cards. I don't like half golden, half on-golden. What I usually end up doing is just disenchant my golden cards to craft other cards. I don't play much arena, so...
Another night on the prowl.
Okay, this is stealth for sure, but I need to think about attacking it. I'm not sure how much sense it makes to keep my guy stealth too much longer, since even if he Fireworks, it ruins the mana curve. Although if I attack this, he attacks me back. That's so awkward. Let's go stealth one more turn, and then probably just ignore go face. It's what makes more sense. Dear person in the chat, you're beautiful. Whatever is going on in your life right now, please know that you matter. And your story is important. You are loved. And another donation from Carrie Like Mariah. That's exactly the same. Maybe it's time for the Firecat form and all face. It's a little... yeah, it's fine. He can only deal one. I mean, he can attack and cruel or something, but at that point, yeah, it's... he still loses guy, so... Bashed. It's okay here because I have 3 high health, high damage, low health guys, right? So like if he bashes that, it doesn't bash the other one. It's not like it was really bad to play Druid Flame in this form still. Not as good as Deathbite because he didn't take the damage for it, but... I'm gonna roar my way through. Even though I have the forces, this deck doesn't really wait till turn 9 for it. You need to have board control, and you can't afford to pass there. Oh, actually that was kind of dumb. I thought I would get something done with that, but... I could just hero powered it down. Actually, no, this is better.
My shield for Argon.
Even if he executes this and attacks this, it's still like another waste of an execute. Whereas if I just play Azure Drake, just attacks into it. So I do burn out one more execute like this. It was kind of a mistake on my turn 3 to use the Savage Roar. This deck's all tempo based though, so easy innervate here for the juggler. And mostly try to play your minions before spells and this kind of thing, so you can save the burn till the end.
I can take the hit.
Praying for no shield slam, nice. I'm honestly a little bit unsure about this move. I used to play differently in a way. I haven't played this deck in a while. I used to play like, almost exclusively this type of druid. Like my gut intuition like 6 months ago would be to play Azure Drake and go face. And it's probably even right in this kind of deck. But then like I've been playing like recently I've been playing like mid-range druids a little different. And then I had to change all my old habits. But then this is more close to the old druid I played. Because again, like you want to develop your minions first and your spells later. I would still peel off all his armor, leaving a shield maiden. No matter which minion he attacks with it, I can just swipe something else, AoE it down next turn.
I can take the hit.
Am I really gonna run the same situation? I'm just gonna try the other way this time. Mostly because this time I can, on turn 9, I can draw another like Draw the Claw and swipe and Draw the Claw on turn 9. I'm trying to think if it's different there with the swipe move. Like, is that better or worse for me? Because if I just swipe, then you brawl, and this guy won. Because he just, I guess it's different, because Shieldmane could have won the brawl. I think the first one makes more sense. I should have just done that from the start and saved my spells for burn. Because I already had a read that he didn't have Shield Slam. I guess the bad thing is like if I play all the mains and he just removes all my guys. Not with Brawl, but with something else. He's dead.